Why should people watch this? Because they want to know what a actual real product, a real story of a real product that actually went up on Amazon, and how to avoid some of the mistakes that will happen to you if you don't watch the rest of this video, okay? In the hole, you're like, everyone wants to show you how to find a product on Amazon. They tell you to type it. I found one. It's our first product that I actually started selling on Amazon. It's called cornhole lights. You ever played the bag toss game where you're like, and you're like, these go in the thing.
Whenever you play cornhole, do you make those sound effects every time?
Yeah, because when it goes in the hole, you're like, Okay, so you put these in the, you grab these, you put them in the thing, and it lights up. And so I was looking at the product and I was like, this could be sweet. These could sell. There were people doing $20,000, $50,000 a month, and their boxes were horrible. We can throw up a picture of what it looked like. Looked like trash. I was like, I'll just put it in a new box. Put it in a new box, and then I had one little secret hack. Red team versus blue team. Imagine this is red, imagine this is blue. Before, the guy was like, hey, they're just gonna be the same color, red and red, blue and blue. I said, no, let's have different colors in the same box. That allowed me to get to $20,000 a month on Amazon.
All right, Kale, so here's what's gonna happen, okay? I am literally going to interview you about the cornhole lights, okay? Because let's be honest, guys, Kale put up this product all by himself. He got it up to $20,000 a month in revenue, all by himself, and that's actually what attracted me to want to work with him, is the numbers that he was putting up with the cornhole lights, okay? Yes. So first off, Kale, and this is, listen, Kale, here's the rules, okay? Every answer that you give must be 100% honest.
Why should people watch this? Because they want to know what a actual real product, a real story of a real product that actually went up on Amazon, and how to avoid some of the mistakes that will happen to you if you don't watch the rest of this video, okay? Amazon,
exactly.
Avoiding mistakes, okay.
Okay, guys, first question for Kale, okay? First question, how did you actually find the product cornhole lights to sell on Amazon?
This is kind of embarrassing. I actually forgot this. I ordered a guy on Fiverr. There was a gig. It was like 20 bucks. I'll find you a 7-figure product on Amazon. And he gave me 3 product ideas, and the #1 product idea was cornhole lights.
Do you remember what the other 2 were?
It was like a baby pillow, which we also did, and it was like steps, dog steps, so they could get up into bed.
Okay, so you didn't even do any product research. You literally paid someone to find that for you.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so whenever you started, okay?
Yeah.
Whenever you started, how many units did you buy? How much money did you put up?
Okay, put up a lot. Well, I guess my first order was like 3,000 units. So imagine, not 3,000 units, $3,000. So I think each unit was around $4 landed, $4 or $5 landed. And so it was a pretty big investment. I put it all on credit cards, and yeah, 3,000 bucks.
Okay, so when you first ordered it, you talked about how you had the idea for the new box, the different colors. How many variations did you have when your first order?
Yeah, I think I started with 5 for the first order. My second order ended up with 15 different color variations.
Okay, and then what was it? So you put them up on Amazon, and you had never done this before, right?
No.
You had never done Amazon before?
No, never.
So how did you learn on how to put these up on Amazon?
Yeah, I watched YouTube videos. I didn't have a lot of, honestly, the stuff, it's more competitive now. Back then I got lucky. I kind of just threw up a title, threw up bullet points and stuff. It started doing okay. My secret, actually, you want to hear my secret?
Tell me.
So I actually I personally wrote thank you notes to every single person who ordered one for the first 300 orders. Then I hired someone for $1 per thank you note to start writing thank you notes to get reviews. And so that way we got reviews, because basically we were sending out thank you notes and saying thank you, and they were like, wow, that's an amazing service, and then they gave us a review.
So you were hand writing thank you notes, and then getting their address out of Amazon, and actually writing a note, putting in an envelope, writing their address, putting a stamp on, and mailing it to them.
Well, bro, I was desperate. I made $27,000 a year total, and I just had spent $3,000. So
okay.
I needed my money back.
Okay.
I was desperate.
Okay, so around the time, what was it like your first week when they first went up? Were you making any sales? What was happening?
When they first started selling, it was the craziest moment of my life. But I quickly realized that your margins are everything, right? So I was making sales, but I realized I was writing out the profits, and I was like, dang, there's not a lot of profits left, because my advertising wasn't optimized correctly and all of this stuff. So it turned out I had to keep reinvesting reinvesting every single penny I was making, which was frustrating.
Right, okay. So one of the ways that you did that was you negotiated with your supplier on a lower cost, right? And then one of the things you also did is while you were negotiating a lower cost, you negotiated for more variations, right? So how many variations did you end up with?
15 variations, and when they would come in, they would go straight to Amazon. So I finally, the first few orders, I could throw up a couple pictures, but they would go to my home. And so I would have to physically, I remember putting them in my Nissan Maxima, like this is a small car, and I had all these boxes of lights, and I would have to drag them to UPS, and the guy was like, what are you doing? And so I sent them to Amazon, but then the next shipments would end up going to Amazon.
So you ended up with 15 variations, and almost all of them were different colors, right? Red, blue, white, green, and you did a lot of red, white, you did a lot of them around sports teams, like what different sports colors were, right?
Yeah.
And that was one of the differentiators between you and the competitors.
Honestly, it's a good example for like now, if you want to launch a product, having a differentiator like that, different box design, different colors, different sizes, is still a great way to have a great product. And that's why it took off. Like that's why you got on board, is because it was doing $20,000 a month. But I forgot to check for patents.
Right. So,
which wasn't great.
So before we even jump into that, right, the differentiator was that people were selling 2 red ones and people were selling 2 blue ones.
Exactly.
And all you did was just sell 1 red one and 1 blue one.
I mean, let's see if these work. There's batteries. We have batteries.
We have batteries. Kale is currently putting on batteries. So when I came into this business, right, Kale was doing like $25,000 a month. This was like your second month in business, right, Kale?
Yes. Yep.
Second month in business, and I was like, holy crap, this is incredible, right? Well, I looked through all the numbers. He was improving margins. He was negotiating with supplier, okay? This was the first product, and so that one works. I see one over there working.
Broke the other one.
Yeah, you broke the other one. Oh, no, there you go. So this one was a pink and blue one.
Like guys, so the competition was just selling blue and blue. So now we could have a blue team versus a pink team. This is a perfect example of one of the biggest things that you can do on, like everyone thinks they need to invent something new. Like I need to invent the new microwave. I need to invent the next helicopter. I don't know why those are my examples. I need to invent something totally brand new. People have never thought of it before. That's not true. All you need to do is take something that is already existing and make it a little bit better. Like think about how little this adjustment was. It's just putting a different thing in a different box. Both these things already existed. Does that make sense?
It does. So Kale, now we're gonna get back to what you said a second ago, and people are like, wait, what? Get back to that. What was the biggest mistake that you made with these cornhole lights?
Biggest mistake was not running a simple patent check. $5 to $15 on Fiverr would have been a great way to know that there was already a patent on this. That actually, the reason I was able to sell for as long as I was is because there was 4 little prongs, little screws, and so someone was trying to get around the patent. But the patent is around a light for a cornhole board with 3 screw holes. And so, you know, it's really not good enough to get around the patent. So eventually got a cease and desist letter and had to take all of that stuff down and ended up in the closet of disaster.
And I remember we actually got the first cease and desist.
Yep.
We sent it to a lawyer, and they had marked down the wrong patent number on the cease and desist.
So we got like 3 more weeks of life.
So we kept selling.
Thank God.
And then they sent us another cease and desist. It was right. And so what we did was we literally dropped the cost on them to break even, just trying to get rid as much inventory as possible, and then remove them from Amazon. So that's the first product. That's the story of the first product. It's actually a really great product. I wish we could still sell it, because if we could, we'd probably be making a lot of money just on this one product.
It's weird.
But guys, that's it. First product revealed. Now you know. Now you know the mistake that we made.
A way to find better products. There's other videos on this channel. Links below. And also ways to, like, I don't know, optimize them. Get them to the first page. Do the stuff that comes after you find the first product. That's all here. That's what we teach people how to do. And even though this was a bad mistake at the beginning, ended up teaching us a lot of stuff that we can now pass on to you. So cool. Awesome. Love you guys. See you guys soon. Peace.